Hello, me fambulem. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to una all. Hope say una they do fine. Hope say una all sleep well. No matter how you day, today na the 11th of August 2025, and today na a very brand new Saturday, brand new Monday morning, and I just want to appreciate una and tell una thank you for una support and the views them know that they give towards me post the way they post. Of course, today they can't see another update again where they happen. Of course, let's just give a gist of waiting get for coming again today. I want to stay tuned and draw on popcorn here and begin una relax and at least see waiting they happen. Of course, we all don't see waiting they go on. You know, there is a serious trouble within Sierra Leone right now for power sharing between the SLPP and the APC. We come in concern of this power sharing. I believe see the SLPP don't begin feel G3 of waiting there for happen in 2028. You know, waiting any proposed now power sharing, because waiting make them say for me part of the government, because they know say if not a part of that the government will here for take place or then get parliament, then a parliament, you know, the SLPP go down slowly, because based on waiting not happen in our country and the carry away economy don't depleted and the carry away things they go, then they foresee some kind trouble, but then still continue one for day in a parliament and work in these two things we then call the first past the post and the PR system. Of course, the PR system, the one that we get power over the PR system na the political parties then gets power over the PR system, and the first past the post now the people then get power over them. So I don't know which one where the people then suggest, and una go na the comment section and make una comment if whether the PR system will look better than the first past the post. So today we get two people them we get for can debate on that issues where they come out from the ruling party and the opposition, and from there then get for give comments on how this thing get for happen. So with this I want to stay tuned and stay blessed as soon as they relax and watch this program to run. Of course, me people that waiting in salon, una be careful this now August now. We are the big una clear una God has them and all other places them for save life. We are the big. So now the message this one I get from now let's stay tuned and listen to the program.
The PR system has worked effectively in Parliament. I strongly believe if we can extend that to the executive, then we will not be that desperate when it comes to elections. You know, the winners take all electoral system we have is actually dividing this nation. Because somebody in another political party thinks if we do not win, we are out of it. That person is definitely going to be desperate. But if we have a system where after elections we divide executive positions based on the percentage attained at the elections, then I think there is a way we can work that out. It is necessary that we have a kind of system of governance that is power sharing at the end of every election. If that happens, this nation will not be desperate. Our citizens will not be desperate. Because at the end of the day, everybody thinks if we go into elections and we do not win, we are out of it for 5 years, for 10 years. And when you threaten a man's existence, then that particular person is going to be extremely desperate. I'm just saying this through for national argument or national conversation. We should be thinking about that. Since it has worked effectively in Parliament, I believe it can also work in the executive. When we come to Parliament, we divide committees. We divide committees by political parties. We have the opposition party taking certain committees. Let's assume these committees were ministries. But we find a way where we craft that in our constitution. They will still be under the control of the president. If you are nominated by your party and appointed by the president and you misbehave, the president can still get rid of you and ask your party to give somebody else. That will bring in some form of control. But we need some kind of power sharing system after every election. Otherwise, the more desperate we become, every time we have an election, we become desperate. At the end of the day, it's not good for national cohesion. I'm just thinking aloud, this my pinch of salt for national conversation. Yes.
We're going to answer
as well. Text through social media comments, advantages or the disadvantages of these particular systems of elections, where the president they propose say forget a power sharing system if they use the PR systems of elections. This then say it will promote national cohesion. It will tap the fet we can happen immediately after elections them. But before we can talk to two studio guests them, we can listen to a speech outside the Speaker of Parliament, but they talk about these proposed systems of elections. But quickly,
now we just go say now we listen waiting the ABC before this happen, so that we go able to understand exactly waiting they go.
YouTube and also on our website where they're powered by Orange.
Of extending the PR system to the executive, where according to Ram, that will bring power sharing after every election, where it say go reduce the desperation in words, the desperation where politicians can depend after elections. Immediately after that, about 2 days, where the president said go do in state's opening, now parliament, inside in speech, part of the thing where it been talked about, instead we make mention of this same extension of the PR system to the executive. Well, what in this mean? Forget a power sharing as Salona. That's what they discuss inside this edition of The Breakfast Show.
Well, this and other story them, then are the program for you. Plus, yourself, for the watch you this morning, you get your opinion, you get your thoughts on the topic, or they can discuss. Send them to the number +232 74200 545, or you can as well text through social media comments. Also, you watch the speaker be make. But we get two studio guests there with we now the studio this morning for can look at the benefits and the advantages or the disadvantages of these particular systems of elections, where the president they propose say forget a power sharing system if they use the PR systems of elections. This then say it will promote national cohesion. It will tap the fet we can happen immediately after elections them. But before we can talk to two studio guests them, we can listen to a speech outside the Speaker of Parliament, but they talk about these proposed systems of elections. But quickly, let me just listen to it in the Speaker of Parliament will say.
It's a pleasure being here. Good morning, my family.
Alright, so this is our studio. On the day where the speaker talk about time on the 5th of August, when at that time there plenty people hear about power sharing as salon, and also we hear the president self inside in state's opening speech on the 7th of August na Parliament, himself make the same proposal. Firstly, let me just hear it from you as a member of Parliament. What do you make up of this proposal?
Okay, thank you very much, Khadija, and to the listeners. I just think, the proposal made by the Speaker of Parliament, except otherwise. But I believe, when you will look at the situations we face as a nation, we look at the current dynamics in terms of what is happening politically, we look at the agitations, we look at all other factors, then everybody will reasonable would tend for really no say that's the best way out for Sierra Leone. Yeah? Because you find out, say, when we get this single system or the winner take all situation, what is happening, it is either you are in the pond or you are out of the pond. And when somebody knows, say, naturally from history, we know, say, through constitutional means and through democratic means, we say, like when a particular party win, it can go up to 10 years, then transition take place. Except for now, like all things say, because of what we are doing, we say the people will give away another third mandate. But normally, what happens when people don't go? The other people then we don't lose. The other political parties we don't lose. I mean, they just settle down and say, we have to wait for 10 years. And that make you find out, say, when the situations they happen, people they become desperate. People they become desperate for you to make sure, say, either they disrupt the process of governance or they try to create spikes along the way, and it cause so much agitation. And the more reason we are not growing as a nation. I'll tell you for free, we they grow at a very slow rate. And that is just because, I mean, even though the constitution is there, but you find out that the political parties, they give more credence to the political party constitutions rather than the ground norm when the constitution. Because it is explicitly clear that we will pay more allegiance to the national constitution. But what is happening for most of the cases, people they pay more respect to the individual political party constitutions rather than the national constitution, where they skew the way of thinking for most people. And so with the proposal of the speaker, let us assume we get a situation like that. The only thing we go there at stake is just about the presidency. But nobody is losing out. There will be no loser in the whole process. And looking at the fragile nature of Sierra Leone, we really need for the thing forward. Like for some other countries with agenda. Because that is one strategy. When once countries adopt their strategies, then they will get a national agenda.
The fumble them. You know, this no make sense. You know, the man then will not get no conscience. It is said that they uphold the party constitution than the national constitution. Then the country they slow in progress. But that no not get conscience for no say. Now they may create the tension. But immediately they can have power. What in and do? In 2018, and chase the opposition. Even pull members of parliament them. Where the party they na the party supporters then they na party supporters then they na party office they demonstrate. The government send people them for chase the party officer, even the political party spokesperson at that time, calling us Divo, then chase him out of the country, then threaten for kill him, then go and oath for go arrest him. All along the people that don't forget who. Don these governments they come and talk see, then pull up to 10 parliamentarians them. Then we see one national cohesion. Then now that una no say una not do nothing at the country, una left the people that non vulnerable and una afraid una your people themselves go protest against una. And the APC don't talk and categorically clear say this time waiting to happen, now it happen. So una don't see the pot they pan boil. Now don't hesitate say the wire for not try for bring all come together now. It will create problem. So this now don't create the controversy. We make the PR system the one maintain the PR system. So that if government change self, then self go be part of a decision making in that country dey. Because then they afraid say some part of the country within the SLPP stronghold, the people that don't resolve. People that don't resolve. Immediately APC give a strong candidate. A strong candidate we then believe say that candidate they go able for can do more than waiting and do. Then believe say if they not take the time, the name of the SLPP will be slowly go away. Though SLPP for now nobody no go able put them down because now a strong political party as the APC. Now the government himself now then creates the tension. If you don't win elections, now national cohesion if you with one team. All the way they attack the supporters of the SLPP, the way they attack people, the way they lost. Believe you me, you get for put a stop to that and try without they don't burn them, host them, let them bring and come to court. Without they cause elections, business, then bring and come to court. Then go trials, then suffer the consequence, then they go no say yes. Really, people then they follow the law and people then go free. Salon are people that we not like problem. Always Salon man always want peace. Like peaceful, we all are peaceful cities in them. So if this man they talk say he go create tension, there is no tension. There will be no tension. Pakaba in second term, a rule, no tension odi. And as by Kroma rule, no tension odi. Why the SLPP in any elections na Africa, there must be tension. Whether it be parliamentary or it be presidential or tension get for the even if they propose the PR system, say tension no in a lie. Because all waiting, all man they fight for na the aid. Na the aid all man they fight for. Na the aid all man they fight for. SLPP kind of power they fight for the aid then get up. The first past the post system, nine can implement. But the waiting cause the tension now all. Now because then get minority and be the minority of parliament. Now I make them try for chase 10 opposition parliamentarians them out of the well of parliament. At the end of the day, this creates tension. Don't so why would they go and say again, it will create tension, this go, that. Lord will not cow down there. But Lord will continue for listening and you're waiting to see.
No matter whether na party A, party B, or C they in governance, that national agenda where all political parties don't come together and set, whether A, B, C they in governance, they always follow. But what if it don't happen with evidence? When this political party can, what if the other political party they don't prioritize? When they come, it is stopping. No matter who said the other political party they don't do in terms of delivery. The political party is not one day in that position for talking. Oh,
the people Nairo waiting the tribe where the other political party be done where power change, then they abandon them. The strides where the former president addressed by chromatic for go. Good. Who that they can't dump them strides then they. At the SLPP, we all hear Dr. Mara in town hall meeting where we have been too many. We all hear waiting to see. Say them man they abandoned so many things the way for push this country go before they abandon them. They left them. Do not go with them. Do not go with them. So now the same thing they talk so, but they need to talk this thing with their conscience. Now for come fool the people them back with this the rhetoric. Hey boy, we all know say we not abandon so many good projects them, we not abandon them. Look the light system. Bumbuna phase 2 now we forgo it. We not abandon that one day. By then say so Bumbuna phase 2 for don't day in operation right now. We not forget problem. But we not abandon that one day. We not left farm. All the lights problem where people they grumble for. You say things the way government change, then they come with your system, you abandon all other good thing there. If good thing and they for do, I believe say una be for take them up. But the government by then under an matter bill been say nothing all the way good. No good things no day at all. And at the end, waiting. If you can begin grumble, if the member of parliament can begin grumble, say, because then they abandon all anything in it. Hey, una meet good initiative for revive the economy. Good initiative be not there for revive the economy. Una abandon that initiative, they una count on your initiative. And at the end of the day, the initiative then they not work for una. The country in money don't deplete. Una meets the economy plus 6%. Don't now the economy. They're down. It is below 6% right now. It just sounds like a way they dig the grave. You dig the grave, you go down. Then a minus 6% right now. Then during Ebola attempt, now be minus 6%. The government by then will raise them up to plus 6% before they hand over give now. Una not maintain that one day. Now don't put and down back minus 6%. If they don't pass if I been there. I been there during Ebola. If they don't pass I been there during Ebola. Hey, boo. The government abandon all anything there. Don't have this anything there and not let people they talk. Then feel say this they create tension. You know they create tension. For the fact say social media don't widen. There is no way they will left for criticize government them. Whether the SLPP or the APC kind of power, now the same thing will happen. There is no way this first past the post will reduce tension in elections. If governments don't want to like elections get tension, let them continue for the right thing. He said people then take the party constitution more than the national constitution. Would that then begin that? The SLPP. Lara Taylor Pias. Wait to make them pull up. Then pull up by force. Because they not go with the constitution. So they believe in the party constitution than the government, than the country constitution. The country laws then they believe in they not believe in the country law than the party laws them. So this I wonder we continue for listening.
We are political party for because that is most of the time the argument. You know the arguments that is so cheap that oh no that other political party now will be started and will not just carry on. I mean these are very cheap arguments when it comes to national development. So you find out say when one party exit, all waiting they do no matter which level it be there in terms of achievement. It is punctuated, it is stagnated, and they take a new one. Just for me appear say no, we'll not copy from within. So we are not thinking nationally as a country. We are thinking like political party members. And the more reason when that suggestion came, I get a second thought. I say yes, we need this as a country. If we must grow, we all get the same disadvantages like some other countries across Africa or the world, like Rwanda. But if you go to Rwanda today, you know they see semblance of war. But yet, in the current debate or discussion, we think they make reference to what the world. I mean, we're supposed to run past that now. So with this proposal, Khadija and Mabel, I think say for every reasonable Sierra Leonean we're supposed to embrace it. Because it gets a lot where they bring to the people of this country.
Honorable Quentin, Una believes say the SLPP believes say Una will continue for the governance come 2028 elections because Una leader don't talk now Una convention say a one for transition to SLPP government again. Now Una they propose this power sharing systems of governance through the PR system. And the question now is, why now the SLPP feels say this system go bring sanity after every elections? Let's take you back to 2023, when are the most contentious elections in this country. Up till now, the APC no accept say una win that election in a free, fair, and transparent manner. Why not sending in the whole country be proposing say, okay, for let peace reign, for let sanity day, let we share power. Call the APC, say, una they in charge of this, let we say they in charge of this.
Let me just say this. You said don't give the answer. Yeah? You see, ideas not they come in a whole. Ideas not they come in a whole. This is one thing we need to know. Every day you go to bed, every day you wake, you come up with new ideas. Yeah? It is not the case that if we think about that as at that time, we not for don't work. It is possible after there's so much back and forth. I mean, the realization came. How do we get out of this as a as a country. But I will tell you for free, if those ideas they talk about now, was the situation, then I will tell you that it is possible, because one thing about the SLPP and the leadership of the SLPP.
So then they will not be the think states?
No, you are not saying you will not be
because honorable, then the country be in turmoil, hot water, so many violence. International moral guarantor the need for stepping. So if genuinely now peace the SLPP wants as on the claim now say, we just listen from the honorable speaker, we say the country tension, nobody not go feel left out. So why then tending they immediately we suicide the APC flag bearer by the Dr. Samura Kamara up till now is say in the fight for electoral justice?
Khadija, let me tell you, after the 2023, we don't see the lot of spikes we don't occur. Yeah, we don't see it. Will not ever happen. And this was a promise made by Samura Kamara himself prior, well before. So then all of those things will be they happen. These were premeditated actions. Because if I'm not going to something and I begin promise, say, if I don't win, this is what I'll do. I'll make the country ungovernable. I mean, it appears premeditated. It is just that the president will get a very peaceful president and backed up with all of the successes way done back. You understand? I mean, it's very peaceful, because if there's somebody who will be violent right from the beginning. Let me just take you back. Even before he came in 2018, you understand? There were a lot of agitations, aspirations about what he was going to become. People said that he was going to be a dictator. You know, all of those, we had several, funny statements against his personality. But unfortunately for them, when he took up office, he proved them all wrong. And he don't prove to the world, say, he's the most disciplined and most peaceful president okay ever get. Because a lot of things don't come, wait for take some actions. No, it decides for embrace peace. And it talk about national cohesion. So let me just land on this. So with this thing where you talk, say why we don't think as at that time. You cannot broker peace when you get at the peak. We don't go into contest, I don't win. And the other person say, no, I cannot accept. I cannot accept. Do you think naturally the time when the person they agitate, say no, you not win? Because it was not about power sharing. It was about contesting the credibility of our winning. So naturally, if you just go to that point and say, okay, Lord winning, then naturally to the world it appears as if you don't concede, say what the other person is saying is absolutely true. But I tell you again, as a party and as a government, the reason why all of we put Sierra Leone first before we political party. And this now a novelty, what we say, everybody need to applaud the president for this, because it's a novelty, nobody ever thought about it. People were the past presidents are always ready for go with the hazard, where they go with that particular winner takes all. But again, when you look at the president and the proposal made by the speaker, we look at Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone comes first. And we don't look at and say, this is a contest where they come. And I tell you, say, we are very optimistic, say the SLPP will clinch the 2028 elections. We know they do it because somebody will be tempted for, so okay, now because they can't exit, now that means they say no. You find us right from the beginning, we are very optimistic, say, we threw the ballot with the winner again. Yeah. So we are not doing it out of selfishness. We they just do it because we say all of these agitations, the November 26, all of that August 10, all of those half spikes will be there along the governance highway of this excellency. We look at and say, okay, how do we move out of this? And that make us say, sharing power, because power sharing, it appears nice as it is, but it goes with several things. And before you talk to, okay, I want shared power, there are certain structures that must be put in place before you go into power sharing. You therefore deal with constitutional reforms. You therefore do with stakeholders consultations. You therefore engage widely different stakeholders. Yeah, all of those things.
We will look at the structures then the Honorable Quentin, but quickly before we can to Abdul Karim Kamara Esquire representing the APC. We just want to put a disclaimer to viewers them say Liberty TV can normally reach out to the leadership and then can propose people away for Kaya and discuss the particular topic. So the selection of guests not entirely left away. We can now to you, Abdul Karim Esquire. Not a secret again, say the SLPP within governance, they propose to the APC, the people of Sierra Leone and other political parties, then believe, for avoid all the issues, you just listen to Honorable Quinty, don't make mention of the November 26 school, the August 10, the so many violence then will be happen after 2023 elections. Then they propose, come 2028 next elections, and they propose the PR systems of elections, and then they also propose a power sharing. In the words of the speaker, after the election, and nobody no feel left out. Everybody for the on board. From the APC perspective, this proposal coming from the SLPP, within governance at this point, I wanna first accept or take this proposal.
Good morning, Sierra Leone. And specifically to directly answer this question, I want to talk to Honorable Quintin for making cascade this to the Speaker of Parliament and to the Presidency. That one, the APC is not revengeful. Firstly, the APC don't believe in tit for tat. And again, the APC want allay una fears. Say, the apprehension we don't gather that when we are the exit, the corridors of power, you are not going to have a befitting exit. It's not the APC. We don't believe in that. Simply put, when President Ernest Bai Kromah take over the reins of governance, he left SLPP for continued governance 3 months consecutively. He not just nobody. He said, I want to see a seamless transition. Nobody will not run after. Not just because una don't play bad tricks them, una feel so una they come out, we therefore run after una. We get salon for can carry. We get serious work. This mess, this complete break, when I don't break the economy, it's a huge tax. It's a Herculean one. We're not going left for concentrate on waiting the better Sierra Leoneans. We run after una. It's not, we're not even contemplate as a political party. So that apprehension una get, una feel say, una the left power, we therefore run after una. We need to think ourselves. In fact, we the leadership of the party, you know the cross we mind for a second. Again, I don't repeat. When President Kromah take over power, he makes sure say he extend an olive branch to even the SLPP so we can work together. So then deny for the ministers. I will call you names. However, we want to tell una say, if the people of this country, don't forget, over the most contentious elections ever in this history, na Salon 2023, we decide to choose peace over rancor. We choose peace over confrontation. We go sit down. Agreement of national unity. We get 8 points. We agree. Resolution 3 say we get tripartite. We don't do tripartite for get very good reforms where we believe as the APC that's not electoral justice. And amongst these reforms, we all agree to put 80 plus 4 recommendations. And amongst these 8 recommendations, Resolution 78 very instructive, saying that because of this PR system we will embark into in 2023, we get serious floods, we at least don't lead with a Wusa with this so at this devastated mood, we they propose say the next general elections, then we go back to the people of this country and choose and ask them this question. Do you want us to continue this same way? Or do you want us to revert to the first past the post system so that everybody, every shade of opinion will matter? And luckily and faithfully, go look at her as recent as last week. We get a very good meeting. We are in all walks of life. Every organization, paramount chiefs, councillors, politicians, the civil society, all different actors, they come and communicate unequivocally that, hey, wait a second. We in Sierra Leone say, we don't want PR system. What we want, Now, a first past the post. This don't go clear. It didn't have the records of Sierra Leoneans now. It didn't have the age of every Sierra Leonean. So for make the Speaker of Parliament, again, he happened for being me on Big Brother, and to come on and born. Yes, of course. But at least he's saying, I don't wishful thinking no more. He's saying, I don't know what they think of. Yes, now you even thoughts that day. But again, I want to tell and say, they are making afraid.
So they are the SLPP
to be honest, we not think of themselves.
Power sharing.
Mama, let me say this to you. SLPP know what they don't do. They know how they don't wreck this country. They know how they don't intimidate people. They know how they don't abuse power. So they just feel say when they exit the corridors of power, people will therefore run after them. Bama, Mr. Honorable Quintin, by APC, there's so many things for do. This kind of way when I don't wreck this economy, the law enforcement will cancel. That is why we they make them very known to every Sierra Leonean that when we the kind of power, we all they put we hands on deck for let we take this country from these dull drums, this wreckage where SLPP don't stone we into. We don't like this country. We all for come together here. It's not about color. It's not about tribe. It's not about region. Let us come and live Sierra Leone. Live Sierra Leone above waters.
Apart from the revenge where you say una not get any plan for can revenge, Honorable Quintin, where even making submission earlier, why the SLPP feel say therefore propose these systems of elections when at the PR system and the power sharing system of governance. It takes so many things into consideration. One, it talk about national cohesion, bringing everybody together. Even His Excellency the President, where he make the same proposal during the state opening, he talk about the same things then. And una the APC, so many times, when I don't talk about the division within the country along tribal lines, region, and other things then. The APC not feel say if una accept this proposal where the SLPP they make, it go able for strengthening or bridge the divide within the country?
Of course, let me make this again clear. Waiting Honorable talk now will lie is completely misleading.
Why?
Firstly, power sharing in no way, no the cement or foster peaceful coexistence than any other form of system of governance. It's all condition dependent on how the leadership of that particular country wants to have a system of national inclusion. Let me give you an example. With President Kaba, I'm starting from President Kaba, with the first past the post, with no power sharing, sharing was peaceful. Everybody felt very satisfied. Peace, quiet, decorum, development. President Kroma came. Peace, quiet, development. President Bio in 2018, the same. But because they have realized that, you know what, our hands are swelled. Our hands are no longer clean. We have hurt so many people. We have created so many confusion. We have intimidated so many. And now we are asking that we cannot just go like that. Because these guys that are coming, they are very revengeful. No, we are not like that. However, let me address the issue of this PR system. Khadija, please. PR system gets a merit. PR system, it gets a demerit. But in every organization or every system, where the demerits surpass the merit, should not go by them. But any system you see, the merits, it outweigh the demerits, it's a tool to use. Therefore, we the people of this country don't communicate, say, the PR system in any form, any shape, or any dimension it can, the people of this country are not ready for it. The people of this country have accepted a first past the post system, which is inclusive, which can foster peaceful coexistence, which is regionally non-sensitive, which is tribally non-sensitive, which is all-inclusive, and which is the democratic best way of representation.
How the APC reach a conclusion for no say power sharing, no go address the issue of national cohesion with the SLPP they propose?
Beautiful, Mama. We APC, now behind the majority of Sierra Leoneans that we did. From the recent town hall meeting, the engagements by the tripartite committee, the people of this country have communicated unequivocally that we want a first past the post system, and we resist and we deny any form, any shape, any means you want to have a PR system. We Sierra Leoneans, we don't want it. And don't forget, Democracy does not say all Sierra Leoneans. Democracy says the majority. And if the majority have spoken, this is where the APC fits in. We will stand to defend the majority of Sierra Leoneans, and we will make sure that their will, their decisions are regarded and safeguarded. That's our position.
Honorable Quintin, we just listened to Abdul Karim representing the APC here. They don't clearly state and say they go resist, and then believe say the first past the post, now the popular systems of elections where Sierra Leone they used to and then they want. I don't know if the party do any sort of survey for get their responses then the way they claim. Now, una day na the other end, they make this proposal. APC now one of the political party then and main opposition. How na go able for get a conversation with them? For let them understand, say, una mean well according to you.
Okay, thank you very much. You see the topic at hand not really warrants me, brother, for come with the kind of responses we come with. I mean, it clearly showed the people of Sierra Leone say, what you can say is not something we're not premeditated, as Samura did some few years ago. Because how you go can begin to assume that the SLPP is scared of their safety, and that made it a proposed power sharing. So you find out, say, it really they try for show what they have in mind, or what they don't get in mind as a party. Few weeks ago or so, Honorable AKK back within at the same studio, he also proposed violence. Say, should anything different from what they expect happen, they go bring war. And when you watch me, brother, again, the way they talk, you still see the same venom. As if this is a preconceived idea they have met as a party, and they don't tell us, say, hey, my lawyer, when you go, this is our stance. And the more reason I tell when I say, people, they give credence to the party constitution more than the national constitution. Because if you really look at serving the people, and most of these people on the side of the APC, we see they agitate, how many people out there, now the protectorate across the country, where really they look up to politics for their survival? Most people, when they clean, they go to the farms, they go do the farming, the little they get, they go to market, they sell. How much they get direct benefit from all the politicians? So you find out, say, with or without politics, people will always survive. But why all of this agitation where people they say, oh, the people of this country say, no, it's just a very few. We don't entrench themselves at certain levels and they want for continue for be visible. If we don't read the book, this pedagogy of the oppressed, this is just the same model they are using. I mean, they don't mind the very few of them who don't become prominent. They continue for keep themselves visible. But as I ask me, lawyer, how many times you don't even go in a village for consult with people then? How many times you don't go? And if they talk about, say, the PR is not the best form of way.
You say that the stronghold of the SLPP, but after the elections and up till now, the reverse of waiting the SLPP be say they happen currently in the country.
The reverse as in one, just pinpoint, then I will respond directly.
For example, bringing everybody together, national cohesion.
Okay, let me just take it from there. You know, in life there is a demand side and there is a supply side. And you as an individual, you always get right to the demand side. You don't get right to the supply side. If you watch all of the public statements made by His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, there is no single statement where they make where not they talk about national cohesion, inclusivity. There is no statement. But let me tell you, if I don't create the space for law come together, then you still resist, say, no, I'm not coming over to you. You don't go force somebody because already the president is willing and always be unwilling for actually embrace and bring people together. But the APC, right from that point, they just decide for take the defense and just decided. Like maybe they talk, say, Pakaba in time be peaceful. Let me just say, if there's any peaceful party in this country, it's SLPP. Because one thing about SLPP, they believe in democracy. If been a lot of discussions on the social media platform myself see. You understand? I see all lot of that
now for defending safety. It be mean.
Yeah, but he said that when there was no SLPP to also defend.
Now be a different context to be there.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he said those.
But you're not going to use this.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not doing. Okay, I will
move. Stick to the conversation.
I will move away from that.
All right.
So I think, say, for do justice to what you wanna put on floor, we need for the discuss the benefit, because that is a question put. The benefit, because he say emotions, they drift the discussions.
Nobody is being emotional here.
To some. No, but you can't say.
No.
You don't understand? But let's stick to the point, as we don't say. Yeah? Then, my colleague, I still feel here, get the floor, sir. You can come. Yeah? Now, we talk about how we look at the speaker in proposal. How me feel say the people of Sierra Leone go perceive them. You see, this country does suffer a lot. We are not moving. The presidents are right across. They do the level best for move the country. Every president where this country don't ever get made some progress. I'll tell you for free. Every president makes some progress. But just because of this whole concept of feel-good syndrome, saying, I mean, your person, they you know, now that they make it a derail. Even when something is white, people say, no, it's not white, it's gray. Now that is poor, just because we feel say it has to be our own time. And one thing when they happen with African politics, you know, people just feel say when the young person they in governance, that is the best. If we become critics of the situation, because when you critique
representing the All People's Congress APC, Honorable Quinty don't take lots of time. It don't explain waiting then a distant proposal, waiting then the SLPP wants and the benefits. Earlier you respond say the SLPP afraid say if una win the next elections we go be 20. Afraid say if una win the next elections we go be 2020. It's one of the carry a revenge system where not to dande una focus on. At a party level, una think say this go yield the benefits them where Honorable Quinty don't explain so?
Firstly, I want for again communicate to Sierra Leoneans and make them try for see when APC SLPP they talk, let them deduce sincerity of purpose. Would I really talk for talk's sake, and would I talk we get Salona in heart? You see, this issue of coming to these places, you can't talk because you feel like talking. You're not doing the best interest of Sierra Leoneans. Let's talk matters of the heart. Let's talk by putting Sierra Leone first. However, let me say this to Honorable. A question where you post around where it dilly-dally for answer, the issue of all the goodies we didn't talk about in the PR system before 2023 elections. Before 2023 election, with the first past the post, we get 4 political parties in the parliament. We get APC, we get SLPP, we get C4C, we get NGC. With the first past the post. Then talk all of these goodies. It will bring smaller parties into governance. It will bring more inclusivity. It will bring this and that, all over the places. Go to the well of parliament now. When you go to parliament, you only meet 2 parties there. And that's the APC and the SLPP. Who is fooling who? Where is this sincerity of purpose? For me, I always say this. The SLPP gets one thing where they feel say they don't succeed at. Is that they will do the wrong things. They will come sit, max up themselves in a very fashionable way, talk to people, and they feel say they can get away with that. I just want to remind and say, the level of enlightenment in this country don't far exceed the way they really think before. Again, the issue I want to make an address to them. The APC not ever believe in chaos. The APC not ever believe in violence. The APC believe in due process, the rule of law. We believe in peace over discord. We believe in quietness, peaceful coexistence. Now, if you notice the APC, whenever we come on a power, they can always say APC and the grassroots people, the people in a trade at them. Because we believe, say, power is it's not something where you say, me if I don't get her, I know you will survive. We will go to market to sell abacha. We will go to govt to sell. We survive. We wait quietly. We come back. We're not so mean. However, one thing they know they try to understand are the fact that power, not to think where you hold her, you say, "Na me no more forget her." It should not be like that. Remember, a comment on the issue of the toll gates. It said when SLPP walk out of parliament, now will pass the bill for the toll gates. President Bill make all the hue and cry in this country. But when he take over the reins of governance, the first thing we they revisit now the toll gate agreement. We left toll gates, keke they pay 1 leon or 5 leon. Taxi they pay 2 leon, none at 5,000. That's the revisitation. Where is the sincerity of purpose? What in Sierra Leone? Why are we not sincere to ourselves for a second? We are saying as the APC, and I repeat this, me they talk now for and on behalf of the APC. We the APC say, like how you they say no more say, we say APC will put we on facts. Well, facts are coming from the people of Sierra Leone. We are asking for consultation. We are asking for an extensive consultation. That let us reach out to the lowest of the low, to the remotest part of this country. Let us take the opinion of all.
Show that they ask for, it don't happen. We see outside the tripartite implementation secretariat headed by Golokata or Hostana the last time.
Correct.
They don't do nationwide consultation.
Correct.
They don't talk to the people. They don't bring the data back. We then get out on all I've been to many conference with even civil society organizations like New.
Marcella Samba was there.
Then tell Una waiting the people want.
Beautiful. And this is where the APC gets in seated. This is the beauty of us. For we the APC, we not tell like them and they are. We just they go select them 2, 3, they sit on our room, they say, "Now this not the data." No. We they make them visible. The people who don't talk clear have been to money. Say, based on the consultation, Marcella Samba say, "Hey, me, I know they can't talk now for myself." On behalf of the civil society. I mean, I send me 59 points. So. Don't say we want a first past the post. And we don't want any form, any shape, any kind of manner of PR system. Equally so, traditional leaders, paramount chiefs, local authorities, signal the same, religious leaders, interreligious community. They say, wait, as current as it is now, parliament, certain communities, they don't get no representation. 2, 3 parliamentarians, they come up from the same community, the same area. Just because they belong to different political parties and the name they didn't have list and all now they number one. They come out of the same community.
Honorable Queen just now AKK, they make mention say the PR system where Salon News in 2023, according to them, don't work best for parliament. So we made them propose for let reach to the executive.
God bless you.
The APC not say work.
Mama, look this parliament, now PR system this way they work na parliament. Let me give you a joke. Resolution 20 talk about make this same parliament, I am putting it now on strict proof. This same parliament for make them compose what we will call a parliamentary committee for oversee ECSL. Look and sit down and ask somebody if they don't conduct that committee. They have not done so. Is this what you call a PR system that is working? Why? They want for make we get a committee in a parliament where they check the excesses of ECSL. Because don't forget, this whole rank or this whole hue and cry, they emanate from that institution within a tower. Because if they are not sincere, they are not independent and transparent, we will not cease this discussion. We will still continue to repeat the same discussion. So therefore, in the recommendation we say, Resolution 20 say, let we get a committee where they check the excesses of ECSL. When Abdul Kadir mentioned Andy, ECSL writes to President committee to them say, it's an independent institution, it will not be checked. But hey, wait a second, who funds ECSL? It's the government of Australia. They go to Parliament for approval, for budget. Everything they want, funding, everything comes from Parliament. Then you sit on a Parliament. But if now we they give you money for run your business, but if you say can now, look and check, you say now so for go, which is best practices. You say no, they can't away. Is that the thing that is working?
AKK, sorry, I say honorable. Then we'll come back to the topic.
So
they discuss
yes, that is
the proposal
yes.
where the SLPP government they make for a power sharing and the PR system
that is working in the well of Parliament.
Yes, then believe say it will work like the well of Parliament.
It is unfortunate, it is not so. That is why I said, let us talk with sincerity and integrity. Let's put our faces on the cross line. Let us don't do these things just because we feel like getting the aura, they say, that man we don't say that, and it's a bit of that they blue, they turn a white, yellow, they turn a pink. No, me, I not a bit talk so. I say things right as they are. This PR system, it's not working. That is why, in fact, when president,
I be one for ask you, now this, where ECSL they want for take the Public Elections Act for amendment at Parliament. Everybody see the chaos where be happen at Parliament. Exactly. From when members of Parliament them we say they not agree. They even go as far as going to Supreme Court for interpretation. On a party the APC go to Supreme Court. On a to line on our lawyers them. ECSL have been getting your lawyers them. When I make a case, at the end of the day, the court rule in favor of ECSL, then use this particular PR system. Now government they propose the same PR system. If officially the government reach out to una party as opposition, waiting go be una own case where una they put na the table, aside saying the PR system no yield the benefit where SLPP been say it go yield.
God bless you. Thank you, Dia. Firstly, the majority of Sierra Leoneans will go back to Supreme Court. Don't forget this. I'm a lawyer here. It's the same Supreme Court where we make that decision at this point in time again. We'll go meet them back. Say that decision you made in 2022, leading to 2023 elections. We're here that decision is faulty and has not stood the test of time. Thus, we are here again on the same application that we don't want this system. And again, let me correct this. That the same Supreme Court,
yes. Una party say una not believe, we make una refuse for go na court, we una be the contest the outcome of the 2023 elections. Now this same court, una party be accused say they not give una a fair ruling after we then rule in favor of ECSL. Now this same court again, you say una they go back for go argue say the PR system no yield the benefit.
In an event, SLPP government with all this consultation, with all what has happening into money, with all the glaring cause that we don't want a PR system, and if they want it again, our first point of call is to exhaust all rules, all avenues that are within the laws of this country. And first point of call will be the court system. So but however,
in our favor,
we'll take the best appropriate means.
Waiting at the best appropriate.
It will come when the time reaches.
For clarity's sake, the people are going for
in redress mechanism.
If we're not gonna court, we're not get what we want. Waiting at this next appropriate means.
It will come. It will come by the people. It's the people. Democracy is for the people. It's the majority. The majority will communicate. Firstly, what we want to make very clear.
Last again, we host a member of our party now from Parliament, Honorable AKK. In being say, we go pull on people in the street.
Mama, we cannot exhaust all our arsenals in the public now. What we will say, we have more than enough ways to skinning this cat. However, we will not expose all our know-how. However, I have told you, our first point of call will be, let us exhaust all what is legally available to us. If that fails, the majority of Sierra Leoneans will speak.
Okay, for each points where the country going to referendum, people vote. The majority listed they want power sharing. What will be the position of the APC?
In fact, the APC will be the most happiest. For us, it's the majority of Sierra Leone. And for us, we will defend, I repeat this, and let it be on tape. For us, the APC, we will defend the majority of Sierra Leone, the will of the majority of Sierra Leone with our sweat and blood. If that is the position, it will be.
The elections where the APC they anticipate saying for win. Likewise, the incumbent SLPP say they go for win the 2028 elections. If the APC happen not for win the 2028 elections, now go settle for a power sharing.
Wallahi, if the APC loses, and I will say this for and on behalf of the APC leadership, if the APC loses the 2028 election on a free, fair, and transparent manner, we wholesomely, happily, and graciously accept the results. But however, if the APC realizes that the elections were marred by fraud, they are marred by a skewed process, we will resist it and resist it to the next.
The question not to accepting the results, the issue of power sharing. When I go agree at that time for share power, with the SLPP
No, not talk power sharing. Before we reach power sharing, for don't start the preliminaries. If the people do not agree of PR system, blah 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 blah. As it goes, if the people of this country don't say we don't accept PR system and we'll get power sharing to be extended to the executive, and if that's the majority of Sierra Leoneans, the APC accepts. If we go back to elections in 2028, and APC, those are already the people that don't say we want power sharing. Remember the first step, we will not accept. We'll go back. APC lost. Genuinely, sincerely, and transparently will accept again the same power sharing. But if the people say point one, we don't want power sharing, we'll stand by them. And if we go again into the elections, the people the people say this election is not free, not fair, not credible. And so thus, SLPP say that no, we want power sharing, wallahi, we not go agree.
All right, stop bringing Honorable.
This is clear, we not go agree.
Okay, they come back to you. Lord, bring in Honorable Quintin. The benefits of the PR, where the SLPP been go all over the country, they talk about. Now, there will get plenty questions presently.
Okay.
During the term when I discuss this PR, the SLPP believes that with the PR systems of elections, it will promote inclusion, it will promote fairness, it will even make smaller parties get seats in parliament, independent candidates then get seats in parliament. But there's a trick to that one with the high threshold. We make even parties like the C4C and other independent candidates them not able for go to parliament. So the benefit of inclusion and creating a level playing field. Now one way gets plenty questions. What are the benefits then they now for this PR?
Okay, thank you very much. Just before I go to that, I really want to encourage my colleague for the consult with him colleagues them before they can make statement. Because
now don't forget for share this video as a very, very much important. And share this video as we continue.
if you listen on the day where the speaker make that statement, that proposal, we had both APC and SLPP in the chambers. And they will reserve the right for stand and give a disclaimer. Yeah? But the fact that speaker made it and you, if you see if everybody applaud, you understand? Then that shows what your leadership in parliament they say, maybe they're not a communicator to the way they're not the office. So it is always good for, me they synchronize.
So that means the APC leadership in parliament approved the proposal where the
by
speaker
all implication,
believe?
because it was done in the chambers and they were there. They be reserved the right for give a disclaimer. So that's a no. The leadership of parliament always gets the eye of the speaker whenever they want to. So if the leader be say no, they stand. And dear Mr. Speaker, yes, we accept to acknowledge the proposal, but we APC will not buy into that. The last time, what happened? That's how they do that Child Rights Act. You don't understand? About the clerk in Wayne. When they were uncomfortable, they stood right in the middle of the enactment of that bill. They made their statement known. So if they don't make everybody applaud, which shows technically they support it. So now that make normally, if I may know what is happening. And when you talk about PR, I really want to know what is your level of understanding when it comes to PR. Are they kind of idea they go?
No, that not the side.
They don't make him proposal.
Let we come, let bring you to the
they
question.
come, I know the question. I know the question. You talk about the benefits, yeah? But again, there are certain things you need for clear before you go. So I really don't know. Let me tell you, if you read about PR, there are different types of PR, not one. You get different types. The PR itself is a bigger envelope, yeah, where you can decide through regulations for adopt the kind PRO you want use. If you watch 202 as a country, we use PR and we see so many smaller parties. You may bring the point. And they say when you know adequately, because I'm not going to say the current PR is up to 100%. We need to be objective. We need to be sincere. We're not going to say it is up to 100%. For anything where they practice for the very first time, there are some lacunas that they are along the way. So I feel say, for smoothing now, it's not for us to change the main objective of changing PR. because we don't see the benefit where PR don't bring to this country. Maybe waiting for do for adjust to steps. Now
the question I ask you, now the benefits them where the SLPP been believe say the PR system go bring inclusion, bringing smaller parties for get seats, but the catch to it now the high threshold will limit the smaller political party.
Listen, not to SLPP fixed threshold.
Now, ECSL fixed
Thank
threshold.
you. ECSL is an autonomous institution.
Honorable, but this PR system, now to honor Igona Parliament, for let them amend the Public Elections Act, for change the systems of election for that particular electoral cycle day, una been gets the opportunity for make and known or for even negotiate. And also, during the intending, the ECSL not just sit on their own and put a threshold. Now, in consultation with political parties.
Thank you. You don't give the answer. In consultation,
shift the blame now to ECSL as
no,
if I am threshold.
I am not. I just give a disclaimer, say not to SLPP. Parliament not to initiators of laws. We
don't bring this conversation to the APC executive.
Firstly, before I answer that question, I not intend for school, Mr. Quintin. But however, parliaments get procedure. The statement where Honorable Singapore, Speaker of Parliament, talk, was it part of the business of the day in our parliament at that moment? Was it part of it? Yes, was it part of it?
Let me tell you.
No, please wait. It wasn't.
No, but you asked me a question.
No, it wasn't part of it.
No, you asked me a question. Every bit of thing
please wait.
when they happen at Parliament is part of the business of the day.
Please.
Announcements are part of the business of the day.
You've worked in Parliament. You've been a reporter there. You see one thing, the APC is not like that Jack and Jill political party, wherein every Peter and Paul just get up one moment and talk. I was in the well of Parliament when President go for open Parliament for the third session of the Sixth Republic. You understand? I was asked to comment on the address of the President. I made it very clear that at this point, we came here to participate in a civic responsibility. Whatever it is to comment on this statements being made by the President, the party will sit and they will tell me what to do. Honorable Abdul Kagbo is not there as Honorable Abdul Kagbo as in an individual capacity. He is there for and on behalf of the All People's Congress Party. He just cannot talk because he feels like talking. And above all, that statement, if you listen what Honorable Solomon Thomas say, they said this is just my wishful thinking. You understand? Like when somebody just said, this is just an opining. It has nothing to do with the business of Parliament of that day. But now that it has now come from him, and again the President in the state opening of Parliament, equally comment on that. Now the party has made its position very clear. That is why I am here to say that particular statement. It's unfortunate. However, we are telling them that we stand with the majority of Sierra Leoneans. That if Sierra Leoneans say we want the PR system to continue and to be extended to the executive, who are we? We are to support. But if the people of this country say at any point in time, we don't want the PR system in any form, any shape or manner, and cannot be extended to the executive, Khadija, Mabel, this is the position of the APC. We will defend this majority of Sierra Leoneans with our sweat and blood.
Of course, we all are waiting the two guys, the way the two political parties then can represent Liberty TV, waiting they don't see. So that make we all for look and see which best practice way will help the people of Sierra Leone. If not the PR system or the first past the post system, will help the people of Sierra Leone, will be the best representation for we, the people of Sierra Leone. I believe see it left to me and you for come in the comment section and give a comments. Please don't forget for press your notification bell as we don't come to this end of the end of this program. I want let God bless Una and God bless Mama Salon. To Una me subscribers. Father, I just want to tell Una thank you and I appreciate Una for continue for watching my videos. The more the same, and I believe see with this things then will go well now this channel and Una don't be part of a family now for this family strategic ideas. Without much ado, I While una wait for the next program we get for come again, and God bless una.